Bonjour, hola. Welcome to the next fun learning video of French and Spanish. Hello, hola, hello, hola. What hello, hola? Hey, yeah, we are going to cover French and Spanish greetings. Try to understand, okay? Yes. Today we are going to cover French and Spanish greetings. Okay, let's get started. Let's have fun with Hermine. Okay. Uh, if we are casual, if we are very casual with our, suppose we are with friends in French. If we are with friends, we would say hello, hello, salut, hello. Okay. If and in Spanish we would say hola, hola, hey, hola, hey, hello. Yes. And the formal one, or if we say in the morning, we used to say good morning to our teachers or parents. If we say good morning to our teacher or parent or elderly. Good morning in French is bonjour. Bonjour. Good morning in French is bonjour. 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 Okay. In Spanish, good morning is or bonjour is buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. In French, good morning is bonjour. In Spanish, it's buenos dias. Yes. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. What in French? Okay. Good evening in French is bonsoir. Good evening in French is bonsoir. Good evening in French is bonsoir. In Spanish, good evening is buenas noches. In Spanish, good evening is buenas noches. Buenas noches. French, good evening, bonsoir. Spanish, good evening is buenas noches. Okay. Good night. Good night. In French. Okay. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Gonna sleep. Bonne nuit. What about Spanish? In Spanish, bonne nuit is buenas noches. Same. For good evening and for good night, in Spanish there is only one word, and that is buenas noches. Buenas noches in Spanish. For good evening and for good night, in Spanish there is buenas noches. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye in French is au revoir. Au revoir. In French, goodbye is au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Okay. In Spanish, goodbye is adios. 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 Okay. Dima. Edima. Dima means see you tomorrow. Edima. Edima. In French, see you tomorrow is edima. In French, see you tomorrow is edima. Hasta mañana in Spanish. In Spanish, see you tomorrow is hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. In Spanish, see you tomorrow is hasta mañana. In French, it's dima. In Spanish, it's hasta mañana. Okay. Nice to meet you. If you're someone good, if you're someone charming, you will say, nice to meet you. In French, nice to meet you is enchanté. 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 Nice to meet you. Enchanté. Okay. In Spanish, nice to meet you is mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. It's like a lovey-dovey word. Mucho gusto. Cuchi cuchi. It's like kuchi kuchi. No, kuchi kuchi doesn't mean anything here. Okay. In French, nice to meet you is enchanté. In Spanish, nice to meet you is mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Yes. Okay. If we have to say sorry and thank you, sometimes we bump into someone, we'll say sorry. Okay. Sometimes if there is any favor, we'll say thank you. Okay. Thank you in French is merci. Thank you in French is merci. 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 Thank you in Spanish is gracias. 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 In French, thank you is merci. In Spanish, thank you is messias. What? In French, thank you is merci. In Spanish, thank you is gracias. Not messias, it's gracias. Gracias. Okay. If we have to say sorry, sorry. No, sorry. In French, sorry is désolé. 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 Sorry in French is désolé. If I have done something wrong or I bumped into someone, I will say désolé. 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 Okay. In Spanish, sorry is lo siento. Lo siento. Lo siento. Lo siento. Désolé. Lo siento. Okay. If I have to reply like yes or no, yes, yes, what yes? Yes in French. Yes in French is oui. Oui. Oui, 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 oui means if there's injury, so I would say the spontaneous sound comes from my mouth is oui, oui, oui. In French, oui means yes. In French, oui means yes. And in Spanish, oui means what? In Spanish, oui means sí. Strange. Sí. Sí. In French, oui. In French, yes means oui. In Spanish, oui, yes means sí. Okay. And if I have to say no, it is same everywhere. No. Not acceptable. Not acceptable is not, we are not defining not acceptable. I'm just giving you an example. No. No in French is no. 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 And in Spanish, no is no. No. Everywhere. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yes, it's like that only. Okay. Do you think that we need to revise? Okay. Okay. 3 4 terms I will revise, or other terms you will revise at your own. Okay. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Good night. Bonne nuit. Buenas noches. Enchante. Enchante. Mucho gusto. Disole. Lo siento. Oui. Si. Okay. Rest of the words you have to revise yourself. Happy learning.